this is it. Looking rough, I'm looking haggard. Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. I just wanted to take a few minutes, and I said I was going to start a vlog, so this is it. I'm hoping that with maybe this first entry and getting things off my chest, I'll actually be able to sleep at night, because I have so many things running through my mind lately that anxiety hits really hard, and I can't shut off my mind when I go to lay down to go to sleep at night. And I touched on this in an Instagram post I had posted earlier in the week, and this look that I'm going for here is called the insomnia while on pain meds look. I think I'm rocking it out pretty good. So I did a Facebook live feed last week where I lost my mind and control of my emotions and just started crying, and because I still truly am just overwhelmed by all the support that everybody has given me. And I touched on how heartbreaking it really is for me when I look at my support groups and I see these people who have no support. And one of the things that I forgot to say but really wanted to say to everybody who supports me, because some of you guys have been on this journey with me since I've been in like high school. It goes back that far. So you know the struggle that I have, and if it wasn't for the support that I have, I don't think that I would be in a position where I myself want to pay that forward. I want to be able to provide the support and be somebody's cheerleader in their corner like everybody is for me. Because I am very blessed where I have that opportunity where people support me. And I'm sure there are people who don't think that I made the right decision, and that is their opinion. So there is that. One of the things that I haven't really talked about, because it's really just too long to try and type on my phone, is that one of the pieces that you don't really see, I'm gonna cry, me struggle with is lately it is emotional. There are all kinds of changes going on physically, but there are also changes going on mentally. I can 100% tell you guys with honesty that here we are a week post-op. I had surgery last Monday. I had second guesses and doubts and cold feet hitting the hospital doors, where I was like, oh, I literally, you guys, got up to the doors of the hospital walking in, and I was like, still time to back out. Am I making the right decision? Am I sure I want to do this? Like, literally walking into the hospital, it was, there's still time to change my mind. And, you know, that's a part of this. That's a part, I think, of any life-changing decision where you're like, oh my God, there's still time to back out. You know, I had a moment a couple of days ago where I was sitting there and talking to my mom just about letting go, I guess you could say. Like, you're mourning a body part that you know that was there, that isn't there now completely. Like, it's not whole. But like, you have, I don't know, that's the only way I know how to explain it, is that I'm mourning the part of my stomach that's gone. It doesn't really make any sense, I guess, but maybe it does. I don't know. And I looked at my mom, and I just, all this anxiety that hits, and I'm like, you know, there have been several times where I've questioned, did I make the right decision? And let me tell you, I know that in my mind, I know that I did, for a couple of reasons. This weight is falling off like a bad habit. Like, my body is just letting it go at an unbelievable rate right now. And I think one of the biggest signs was I'm not ready to share my weight yet, but what I can share with you guys is when they weighed me, oh, that's an awesome bruise on my hand, huh? Yay, blood thinners. They couldn't fit an IV there, so I have, this was where the IV went, so I'm all bruised up. I'm all bruised up on my stomach where they gave me shots for the blood thinners. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. But no, they weighed me, sorry, I got sidetracked. They weighed me as the first step when I went into pre-op that the nurses took me up. They have a scale there for my surgeon's patients. And they give you this little printout, and I hate those stupid printouts right now, and I know it's because I don't like the number that I see. But one of the things that I noticed on the printout, that this printout on the scale included that I don't think I've seen on any other printout before from the scale at the doctor's office, is that it included a metabolic age. You guys, at the point that they weighed me last Monday, my metabolic age was 53. Like, that is really, it's tough to sink in. Like, that's how sick I guess I am, I would say. Yeah, 53. That's insane. I'm 36 and I have the body of a 53-year-old on the inside. That's not okay because I have a child. I have a kid that I want to stick around for. And I was telling my mom that, and it was really like, that was the point that I was like, trying really hard. Where I was like, yeah, I am making the right decision. And it's hard because I have questioned myself with, have I done everything? Did I do everything I could? That this was something that I was like, after my lap band got removed, where I was like, I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to put myself through that again. And did I do everything? Did I try everything that I could that landed me here, that we got here, that this was the ultimate decision I had to make? And the answer is yes. You know, I love the Beachbody programs. I've been doing Beachbody for, you know, I had been doing Beachbody for a long time. And I, you know, when the 21-day fix came out, I was doing the containers and I lost like 11 pounds and a ton of inches. But my body being my body, and the weight just came back on and then some. And I got tired. I got tired of playing that game where I lose some and then I gain a ton more. And then my mom and I were discussing how, because I flat out asked her the other day when I was laying on the couch, just kind of resting, like, did I make the right decision? Was this the right decision? Because it's permanent. It's not reversible like the lap band. There's no going back. They cut a chunk of me out. And I know I made the right decision. But there's still being an emotional aspect. You just kind of question everything while you're going through this healing and recovery process. This wasn't a decision that I came to lightly. I asked a handful of people that I know that have had this procedure. I started asking them questions a year ago, over a year ago, and God bless them, because I may have driven them crazy, and they know who they are. You know, I did my homework. It took me a long time to reach this decision because it is so permanent, but it was something that I had to do. And I know eventually the anxiety about it is going to go away. I'm already seeing results and feeling better when I'm not exhausted from not sleeping. And you know, it's kind of hard right now to explain to a 5-year-old that you can't eat everything they offer you, because, man, guys, let me tell you, you never realize how much food your kid offers you until you can't have it. My child likes to share a lot. But I don't know, it's gonna be a long journey, and there's gonna be you know, emotions along the way too that people don't see, and it's definitely by any means for those people who think that this is easy. It's not. It really isn't. And I know that, you know, the emotions that I have are normal, because one of the things that they talked about in our pre-op class, the nurse practitioner told us, like, some people right after they get out of surgery and they're in the recovery room or they're in their hospital room, they're like, oh my God, what did I just do? I kind of have been going through that this week with, like, right now it kind of feels like there's an elephant sitting on my chest. I think part of that is because I'm so tired, but it is like, what did I do? But I know it's for the best. That's all I can say, is that for me, this was the right decision. And I just have to, I guess, embrace this part of letting go of certain things, and the doubts and the second guesses, and there's no turning back now. And questioning what I did. I just have to let that all play out, and I have to let it go. Just like my body is letting this weight go. And that was just a couple of things I wanted to share with this journey, because you know, everybody knows that I'm open and honest about it. And, it's just all part of a very long and lengthy process into becoming a healthier and better version of me. Because I know, I would say that I was lost for a while, and I gave up. And it's so funny because you don't, maybe not funny, but just ironic, like, you don't realize, I guess, how depressed you were until you start coming out of it. Like, I gave up. I gave up at some point in the last year. I just kind of, with the extra weight that I gained from being on birth control, I just lost my way, and I got really depressed, and I didn't care, and I ate things that I shouldn't have, and I just did not care, and I just gave up. And I see that now, kind of like walking out of a fog of depression. And things can only get better from here. You know, that's all I can really say about that. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time, because this video is already like almost 15 minutes long. So I, again, just want to thank everybody for their support. And, you know, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me, because I'm pretty much an open book about stuff. And until next time, see you later. Happy Monday. Bye.